I'm Jodi Bakst with Real Estate Experts working in Chapel Hill and Durham, North Carolina. Today I'm going to explain when a building permit is required when you're putting on an addition or renovating your home. Counties and municipalities have jurisdiction over whether a permit is needed for an addition, a renovation, and sometimes a repair. So always check with your local permitting authority. When you go to sell your home, your listing agent will ask you if you had a permit for any addition or renovations that you may have done to the house. If you needed a permit and you didn't get one, you might need to go back and get that permit to factor in any increased value to your home. At a minimum, you will need to disclose if the renovation or addition needed a permit and if you, in fact, have that permit. Well, when is a permit required in North Carolina? For residential buildings, permits are required for projects consisting of the construction, installation, repair, remodel, alteration, and or demolition of a single-family house, a duplex, sheds and outbuildings, interior remodels, decks, patios, pavers, driveways, pools, hot tubs, spas, and fences, and retaining walls, just to name a few. Electrical permits are required if you are installing or altering or repairing electrical wiring, devices, appliances, and equipment. You don't need an electrical permit if a licensed electrician is just replacing a light fixture or a switch or a receptacle. Plumbing permits, they are required when you install or relocate or replace any plumbing systems. You don't need a plumbing permit for minor repairs and replacements of plumbing fixtures, as long as it's not disrupting the water supply, the waste supply, or the ventilation system. A mechanical or an HVAC permit is required if you're installing or extending or relocating or replacing your HVAC system. You may also need a permit if you're converting an appliance to a different type of gas, like propane to natural gas. So when is a permit not required? If your work that is being done is not structural and it costs less than $40,000. But if the renovation does involve plumbing or electrical or HVAC changes, you might not need a building permit, but you may need an electrical or a mechanical or a plumbing permit. And this is very important not to overlook. This is interesting. If you want to build an accessory dwelling unit, and the dimensions don't exceed 12 feet, you don't need a permit. Other renovations that don't require permits are replacing windows and doors and exterior siding, replacing pickets, stair treads and decking on porches and decks, replacing a water heater if the energy that you're using on the new unit is the same as the old unit, and there's no real change in the fuel source, the location, or the size or venting or piping of that unit. And the work, of course, is performed by a licensed plumber. These are the general requirements, and it's important that you call your local permitting authority to make sure that you're following the rules. If you do have questions about a building permit and when it might be required or not, don't hesitate to reach out to me at jodi@realestateexperts.net or 919-759-6359. And please do click on the button below and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for listening today.